welcome to Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Well, it is the middle of May, truly the middle of May. And right now, we are about to experience a rainstorm. And before that happens, I want to show you the beauty of the garden because when the rain comes and the force of the rain that's going to be coming, a lot of these different blooms may not be here. They might get washed away or very, destroyed somehow. So I want to show you this now and show the beauty of the garden here in May. And especially, I want to show you the rhododendrons that have opened up so beautifully now here in the garden. And I did show you a little bit on the last video that I did, but since then, in those few short days, it has really exploded. They've opened up and they're looking so gorgeous here in the garden. And what is so exciting about the rhododendrons blooming is because over the winter, a lot of them got destroyed. They seem to have just shriveled up and burned, or just, I don't know if it was wind or dryness or the lack of water, but I lost a lot of my rhododendrons that I had for years, but these survived it. Now, these particular ones here under the oak tree, I got from Lowe's about, I would say 5 years, maybe 6 years ago. And they have grown up since then. They were just small little plants. And now they are just beautiful and looking exactly how I want them to look here in the garden. So I'm going to show you them, spend a little bit of time here. Now, I don't remember exactly the name of them, but this is typical New England rhododendrons. And in my mother's garden, she had rhododendrons that were beautiful and of similar color. And so when I saw these, they were on sale, by the way, I just said I'm going to have to buy them and put them in my garden. And you can see how well they blend with the Purple Sensation allium. Now this is one particular color that I love. It's lavender, very rich, very beautiful. This next one beside that one is of a different color. It's more of the pink, more fuchsia in color, but yet still very beautiful. What I love about the rhododendron blossom is that they don't necessarily open all at once. So you get this richness of color, and then you get the faded, beautiful, open flower. And in here, in this grouping, I also have some geraniums. Those are perennial geraniums, and the color is beautiful. They all just look so good at this particular time of the spring season in the middle of May. I love how the purple allium just pops up in the middle of this, giving such beautiful accents. It's different. It's doing its own thing, but yet blending in so well with the rhododendron. as I said, the rains are coming, some stormy weather. So I don't know if these blooms are going to last, but I wanted to show them to you. Now, here in this bed, I did plant some impatiens in amongst the New Guinea impatiens or sun patience, and they're looking really good. They've actually bulked out in that short time that I put them in the ground. But I really like how this looks right now. And I've also planted some seeds of different things. So I'm excited about the rain because it will water the ground and they will come up, on their own. And it's going to warm up next week. So we're going to have totally different temperatures. We're going to have summer-like temperatures next week and a very beautiful moistened ground. And so seeds will be coming up. And some of the cool loving plants are not going to be there. But right now, this is just perfect. It's just perfect. I just love it right now, how things are looking. And then in this bed is wild and woolly, but yet it is my spring bed. And what I wanted to show you are the beautiful white flowers here. That is a New England plant. I got it from a teacher friend, and it just sells seeds throughout the garden. And specifically at this time, it just brings out these beautiful white poppy flowers, garden flowers. And it's just looking really pretty right here. I just love how this side looks, just fantastic with the grass, the variegated grass, the poppies, the bleeding hearts, which she also gave me some of them as well, and they've just self-seeded themselves. I also put in here, in the back, those are daylilies. So these are all native to this area and are growing on their own and filling out this bed. I just love it. Now, things are going to change though, because when they become overgrown, I'm going to start pulling things out and adding new plants and new seedlings and things into this bed. But look at that. That's just nature doing its thing. And my role is to edit the garden, to be intentional about what I want and what I don't want. This is another rhododendron plant that was given to me by my husband, and it is behind the bed that has the bird bath, and it is underneath the maple tree, and it survived that brutal winter, and because it was sheltered in a sense, and it looks really beautiful with the look at that with the purple sensation alliums. Now this one has been here longer than the other ones underneath the oak tree, but yet it's doing well, and I'm happy for it. And I like this view. You can see behind here the bird bath, and you can see the geraniums that are similar in color with the beautiful sensation alliums, and you can see the garden up ahead. It's just beautiful. My oriental poppies are another plant that may not survive that rain. When you look at the beautiful poppy, look at that. It's gorgeous. It has so many more beautiful flower heads that are going to be coming up. So I know even if the rain destroys some, it's still going to be nice. I did plant out some more of the vegetables because I really do need things to grow and bloom. So I did plant out some more. Yeah, I took some of the collard greens that are over there and I moved them, some of the seedlings over here. So now it's just looking very pretty. And I know that it's going to just grow. I planted my okra seeds in the ground. I planted some additional flowers there. I added the okra, the collard green starts. I have kale here, peppers, and also eggplants with tomatoes. So I don't think I'm going to add a lot more. I also have snap peas there and corn as well that I've done so far. I did drop a few sunflower seeds too in this. So we'll see what comes up and what survives here. And I have on the deck some basil and also marigold seeds. Yeah. So I have been dropping those seeds. So we'll see what comes up. I did want to show you what's going on up here in my jewel garden bed and some of the things that I've added to it, which is really beautiful. And if all goes well, we'll just show up and just give us a spectacular June display of roses and other perennials that will come forth. Yeah, so my rose bushes here that I have, they are starting to bud up. We also have here this hydrangea, which is starting to show. Look at that. It's starting to show some flowers there. So we know we're going to have some of those blooms. Then I have the alliums. Now, I'm a little disappointed because those alliums last year were so huge. But this year they're just small. And this is the ambassador alliums. They were big and fat last year. I don't know what happened this year. But then on the other hand, my rose bush that I have here, mother of pearl rose bush, did not flower much last year. And this year it just has a lot of buds on it. And it looks ready to show off and show out. I am so excited about this, and I love this color of this rose. It's just gorgeous, and it works very well with the dead nettle or the liatris here, which is looking fantastic. Look at that. So this is going to be just a very pretty bed. My phlox is looking good, even just in leaf form right now. And then I have some violets. I had planted those violet plants there, and I just love the leaf shape, which is different from the others. And then this is mountain mint, which is growing really well too. And here we have, I cut back. You wouldn't think that I've cut this plant back, but this is a shrub. This is a spirea, and it is double candy corn spirea from Proven Winners that I had bought, and it's just stands out so well. I have another one here on the other side, and they just both are growing really well. This one I got first, and then the following year I bought these two spireas from Lowe's, and I got them both, all three of them, in the clearance rack. So check out the clearance rack at Lowe's, because you can get some really good shrubs. And then my daughter, about 3 years ago or 4 years ago, bought me this hydrangea, which is now starting to flower. It's little limelight hydrangea. And when the spirea is finished, I'm going to kind of cut it back a little bit smaller so that the hydrangea can have more room to grow. But isn't that beautiful? I am truly pleased with this corner. I had transplanted these two purple alliums. These are the ambassador alliums here, and they're just a wee bit bigger than the ones back there. And I also planted some mountain bachelor button, or mountain blue button, and they are doing well here, which is wonderful. And then the strawberries too. Strawberry plants are doing well. But what I want to really show you here is this. This is my oak leaf hydrangea, and it's been in here for about 4 or 5 years now. 4 years, I would say. I got it from Roberta's on QVC. Roberta's Gardens on QVC, and first when I received it, I thought that it was dead. But I planted it, and it came back, and it's growing fantastic. It looks so good, and it's going to have some really beautiful flowers. And I'm so glad that it's filling up this corner really well. The other plant that I am thrilled about is this one. This is my David Austin rose, Evelyn Rose Austin, and she is looking good. And she too had a story. The first one that I got did not survive. That's the time when roses died, that season, that particular year. And I asked David Austin for a replacement, and they gave me one, which they're supposed to do. And it was puny. It was not looking as good and fat as the first one. But this one, over the last, I think it's going to be its 3rd year here in the garden, is now looking so good, full of buds, nice and big, ready to flower. Such a beautiful pink color. I am just so impressed with them. So could you imagine when the roses open and bloom with the oak leaf hydrangea, and if the allium is still there, what that's going to look like with some yellow from the spirea with this color here? Wow, it's going to be a fantastic looking. I'm going to touch on this side here a little bit. I transplanted some of the, actually, the sedum here, sedum autumn joy, that was being shrouded and covered up behind the spirea and the hydrangea, and so I dug it up and moved it, and then I divided it here a little bit. I wanted some in the pot, but I also divided some and put here in front of the strawberries in the container that my son made for me. And I also planted in some impatiens. So this is going to look really nice too when the August, when we're heading into August, it's going to look really, really pretty. Hallelujah. And right here on this other side of this bed, we can see too that these little white poppies have shown up, and they are looking so good at the feet of this rose bush that I have here, as well as the shrubs that are here. And this bed, this side, is just looking really good. As I said, that is the candy corn spirea, the little white poppies. Look at that. And this is a rose bush that I got from Lowe's. This rose bush is called Moonlight. Moonlight. Golden Moonlight. And it had suffered too when all of the other roses had suffered. But it is coming back looking lush and beautiful. You can start to see some of the roses, the rose blooms. Look at the color. Absolutely beautiful. And then I have this other spirea. I don't remember the name of it, but it's beautiful. And it's looking really good here with the purple sensation allium. And then I'm going to also introduce you to my Pinkerbell rose here. I have two of them. This one, which just really flourished last year and just doing the same thing. And I also have this other one on both ends. This one is not as lush, but it's getting there. But together, they're looking really good. So this corner is going to be very, very beautiful in July. It's nice now, but it's going to be absolutely gorgeous in July. Not even just July, I mean June, actually, June into July. Because I also have daylilies that will be showing up here. Thank you so much for joining me here at Catherine's Garden and Home. I hope that you are also enjoying your garden and taking these walks around, looking at the beauty of the moment and recognizing those things that are changing, because every day is special. And so we must be grateful. We must recognize and enjoy the moment. Life is so fleeting. But if we enjoy each moment and each day, then we are going to receive a great blessing. So have a wonderful day and see you next time right here at Catherine's Garden and Home, where we grow, 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 grow together. Bye.